And it's Burke with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
And I think MP is on track to execute. Maybe not quite where he expected to be, but there's still room for improvement in his game. And he's only a rookie. And all the goal stuff aside, MP as a rookie has been playing very well.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Lowry. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding. It's blocked.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And Orlando has possession. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. Black the pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Black the pass to Bitadze. Back to Black. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's McCain. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. McCain's shot is off. The Magic trail by 5. Now Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game, and it's good, 2 points.
Great job of screening.
Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your back. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Black and Harris are the guard set. Banchero is out there with Wagner. And it's Burke in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Banchero slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Justin Edwards.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Oubre. And Drummond kicks to Oubre. Buries the long-range jumper. Oubre's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Magic trail by 5. And here is Burke. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Black. Another miss by Orlando. Here's McCain. It's Drummond, high post. For 3, Oubre. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Burke's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And now a 7-point 76ers lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Shams, the Magic last year with their highest win total in over a decade. They were fun to watch. Had some money to spend over the summer as well.
The Magic knew they were in a good spot heading into free agency with all that cap space, and they wanted to build around the young core that landed them the 5th seed, and players actually now want to come play with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner under Jamal Mosley. They tried to find players that complement what they already had in place.
Players like Mosley, I mean, that future seems very bright to me.
Players want to come play in Orlando. I've had multiple players, star players, say that's a team that's building the right way.
Here's Black. The 76ers getting the bucket. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the 76ers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And guys, they suffered a clean sweep, and for one of the best teams in the league, that cannot sit well. You know they'll come to play tonight.
Drummond sets the screen for Oubre. 5 to shoot. Rejected by Burke. Here's Black. Edwards defending. Burke can't get it to go.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The 3 from George. And he's good on the 3 ball. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Banchero passes to Burke. Out left to the wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, Here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
Now, here's George. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. To the paint. Here's Drummond. It's deflected. Suggs against Lowry. That's good from Suggs on the assist by Burke. Burke's got his 4th assist in this one. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by Orlando. The 3 from George. Rebound by the Magic. Burke's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Inside. And good that time. Burke's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Suggs against Lowry. Pass to George. Takes the 3. The putback. Burke grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 6 to the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Lowry passes to Yabusele. Down low. Out to the wing. Here's Grimes, covered by Anthony. Shot by Grimes, no good. And it's Orlando's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Burke kicks to Banchero. Here's Anthony. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. Drummond finds George. The 3-pointer is right on target. George has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing them out there right now.
Boy, that was quite a move, an ankle breaker for sure. And then he calmly knocked down the shot. Well done.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Here's Drummond. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Here's Grimes, covered by Anthony. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here's Burke. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Back to Banchero. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Fades and shoots. A nice shot by George. And it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot.
Thank you for being with us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Paul George, Yabusele out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Lowry, and it's Grimes in at the 2 guard.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Nice shot by Yabusele.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Magic trail by 13. Back to Burke. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now, here is George. Not a lot of room. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Oh, nice touch from the mid-range. Banchero, it's great watching his confidence continue to grow.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Cole Anthony.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
And he makes both free throws. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round, but it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
And the first one drops. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor. People fear almost instantly.
Both free throws good from Banchero. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Drummond with a screen on Anthony. Here's Grimes into the lane, and it's blocked by Burke. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Now Burke following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep to the paint. And there's Banchero on the assist by Burke. Banchero's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Yabusele passes to Lowry. Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. It's Suggs and Anthony at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Burke in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
George against Banchero. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Fires the 3. Yabusele booked that. 13 points in the game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Black's checked in for Houston. Magic trail by 13. Burke, the pass to Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Suggs has got 8 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Yabusele. George for 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The Magic have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Burke, the pass to Anthony. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Lowry. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Here's Burke. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Now here's George. 13 points in the game. Puts up a 3. And another miss by Philadelphia.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Banchero right side. Paolo, strong.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Yabusele. Back to George. Here's Yabusele. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. 5 on the clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. They get the rebound. Drummond and a missed layup.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Burke. Drummond against Banchero. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Back to Lowry. Now here's George. Free throw line jumper. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. George has got 15 points.
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Here's Burke. Drummond grabs the miss. The Sixers lead by 13. Here's Yabusele. Now here's Drummond. 14 points for him. And there it is for him. 16 points for him.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
So it's Philadelphia now. Orlando making their last shot. Lowry finds George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Banchero, and Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Anthony.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Pass to Black. Here's Wagner. George defending. Here's Black. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Just 3 to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Drummond. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter. Burke, the pass to Suggs. Back to Burke. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Edwards. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists now in the game. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Burke, it's good.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. All right, time for an injury report.
Well, I had a moment to catch up with the Magic's head athletic trainer. He did share some good news. It looks like the injury is not nearly as serious as they originally thought. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts. He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Pass to Wagner. And here's Suggs. Down low. Burke, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. The Magic need to put one up here. And it's Burke missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
It's George with the drive. Over Suggs. That doesn't go either for George. Magic trail by 19. Takes a step back. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Up top Suggs. Burke, the pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen. Here's Suggs. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Suggs has got 10 points in the game.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And a two-handed jam.
Honestly, I don't know how.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got 4 assists now tonight.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. And he's now got the double-double.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
'76ers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. At the guard spots, it's Suggs and Anthony. Banchero is out there with Burke, and it's Black in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game. Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in...
Good, MP. Good, MP.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And MP said he wanted to outplay every player in his rookie class. Easy to say, much harder to do.
Yeah, and given how it's played out so far, it's looking like a major uphill climb to reach that goal. First-year guys can take a while to get used to the pace and physicality of the NBA. Even if he plays exceptionally well moving forward, the jury's still out on whether he can accomplish his goal.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Suggs runs point with Harris next to him. And it's Burke in at the 5 spot. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the night. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Now here's Banchero. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Pass to Suggs. To the middle. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banchero surveys. 6 to shoot. Burke, it's good.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Maxey passes to George. Here's McCain, hounded by Harris. Yabusele connects from downtown.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Burke. He's been contributing over 15 a game. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. The 3 from Banchero.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Pass to Maxey. Embiid against Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. No good with a jumper from the wing. Orlando leading. Here's Burke. Embiid brings a double team. Takes a 3. Paul George pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Maxey against Wagner. Pass to Embiid. That one's good. This game is all even. Embiid's got 5 now.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now here's Banchero. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. Harris on the wing. Pass to Burke. Takes the 3. And another miss by Orlando. And stolen by Banchero. Suggs with it. Picked up by Embiid. Suggs, the pass to Burke. George with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's McCain. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. 7 points in the game.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Lakers. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, right now for the Magic, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
Here's Burke. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Orlando shooting their first free throws tonight. That free throw misses. All right, Clark, a decent chunk into the season now. At what point are you starting to feel the aches and pains?
Out there, power, what build are you running with today?